Hey there Reapers, so this is video 2 of 2. So first thing to have a little look at is obviously your fob strength. I think you probably know that you need to be having a look at getting them at 5s. There is a common misheld mistake on your helicopter reinforcement that your Cobras may well be, say, higher level than your next chopper up. But when you get your next chopper up in your fob, which is level 4 and upwards, you actually get a 300% health boost. So all of a sudden your chopper fob will be beneficial of that next helicopter up. You can probably have got pups in the background. I do apologise for that. So next thing to have a look at, mate, is this Macarva. You really need to start getting that looked at. If you haven't thought about that yet, I mean, obviously it's 47, so it will be around the corner. The Macarva is huge compared to the Abraham. The Abraham has obviously narrowed since the last update, but certainly that would be absolutely massive to look at. I'd be also suggesting that you have a good look at getting the Zeus. Now the Zeus for my level is getting to the point where I don't need it as much, but I tell you what, it's a massive anti-air system. Until you get things like the Macarva, anti-air missile at level 8, and which you probably have with the M270 now. If you can maybe concentrate on that in the meantime, though, if you imagine there's the Humvee on steroids when it comes to taking helicopters, the Zeus is absolutely second to none. So really key, you have a little look at that for me. That should massively increase your defence stats. So there it is, the monthly event. You could probably concentrate on getting the event that we've just done, which is the Rise of that French name, I do apologise. But yeah, if you can look at getting that done a few times, you've got a good chance of winning the Zeus. So that would be absolutely excellent. I think you'd find that very, very good for your attack. Also, have a little think about what you've got in your defenders. So you've got, which is excellent, you've got one tank coming out at 16 seconds. And then 2 Zeus. Ask yourself the question: do you think that if Zeus, do you think that if after 24 seconds 2 Humvees coming out is going to cause anybody any bother? I suspect not. I'd be probably going tank on that, or maybe tank, 2 tanks, 3 tanks, depending what you've upgraded that. You've got a chance there of upgrading with 700k metal to increase that by another 100 points, which is going to give you more defence. So if you have a look at that and put that as something that's going to really, really improve your game as well, or certainly improve your defence. Same here on your defenders. Now, I think 25 seconds before your defenders start to come out, and then 15 seconds after that, and then 3 seconds after that. I mean, that sniper is probably not even going to get out of the zone, is he? You know what I mean? Because 40 seconds before that sniper comes out. So if you want in your sniper to is that a sniper? Forgive me. No, sorry, that's a mortarman, isn't it? So if you want in your mortarman to be successful, what I would suggest is that you ditch your soldiers that you've got in there, what your riflemen by the look of them, and for me, I'd be probably having 8 seconds of mortarmen, then 15 seconds of mortarmen, and then the rest mortarmen, as many as you can fit into that last group, and because the mortarmen act a bit more like a turret. But I suspect 25 seconds, and you know what, after 25 seconds, what's going to come out? A couple of riflemen. It's not really going to cause anybody any bother. If you look at your air defence there, that's better. But again, I mean, you know what? If you've got a level 6 Hinds, I can't imagine you use Hinds for anything in your attack defence. Why not build a couple of more and go Hind? Because you know what? When I've got a Zeus, the Hinds, or any helicopter that matter, don't really bother us, but they bother me a damn sight more than, say, the Cobras would. And for people that haven't perhaps got very good defence, then that's gonna obviously really cause them bother. But yet again, you can upgrade the capacity of that and make that even harder still. You can upgrade the capacity of your defenders, and that again is going to be really good. Before long, you need to be looking at getting the Avengers, because that'll be best. But do you know what? I'd probably ditch Avengers for now, The only time I use Avengers is in this airfield defence mechanism. I would be concentrating getting your Thunderbolt unlocked as soon as possible. Have a little look at what that text to do it. The Thunderbolt, rather than circling around the enemy, just rushes in, fires at them, takes them out as best as it can, and then flies off again, hopefully, flaks allowing and the like, as opposed to Reapers, which circle about and get picked off by pretty much anything that's out there. They take too long to kill out. The Avengers are a stronger version of a Reaper, so you could look to do that, but I mean, I'm now to the point where I'm using Raptors, and I tell you what, mate, they just fly in there and just take fucking whole parts of the battlefield out. They really are good, because with the Raptor going forward, you can actually target part of the map as opposed to a building. So if I've got a tank that I want to take out, I could literally click on the tank and it would take it out, or I can click on a zone of the map and take the whole zone out. The Reapers, the Raptors are really some strong beasts to start looking at. So priorities. Have a look at getting the Zeus, definitely. Have a look at getting the Abrahams, getting the Macabre, definitely. Have a look at getting your FOBs upgraded, definitely. Have a look at the first video regarding the base defense that I've mentioned. So some fantastic things we can look at, bro. The beauty of yourself is any change that we make are going to have such a fantastic sort of output. The change will be measurable, so that's always going to make you feel great. Cheers, bro.